Good morning, everyone. I am your teacher in Mathematics 7. I'm Rosario R. Balasote. So we have here objectives. The learner demonstrates understanding of key concepts of sets and the real number systems, that is content standards. Letter B, performance standards is the learner is able to formulate challenging situations involving sets and real numbers and solve this in a variety of strategies. So sa letter C, we have most essential learning competencies. The learner performs fundamental operations on integers. And letter D, learning competency code, we have here N7NS LC D 1. And then we have here letter E, our specific objectives. Number 1, at the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to 1, know the concepts of multiplying integers. Number 2, understand the rules in multiplying integers. And number 3, multiply integers. Next is permutation. Letter B, establishing a purpose for the lesson. This lesson is a new review and the continuation of the concept of multiplication of integers. Since the number line can only be used for smaller values, and the concept of the rule in multiplying integers can be applied for larger objects. So we are now presenting examples, instances of the new lesson. We have here problem number 2. Number 1, a newspaper boy distributed 20 newspaper along his route every day for 6 days. How many newspaper in all were distributed? Show this in the number line. So the students will present their output using the number line. Okay, question number 2, multiplication of negative 4 times positive 3. That can be shown in the number line. Okay, so good jobs there, student. So next is discussing new concepts and practicing new skill number 1. We have here guide questions. Question number 1, how will you represent truth? Number 2, can you use the number line, multiplication rules? Why or why not? What method will you use to answer this problem? So letter E, discussing the concepts and practicing new skill number 2. So we have here uh, examples and numbers. We are going to fill in the blank to make a true statement. You are going to show set A and set B as examples of multiplying teachers with the same and different signs. Okay, here's the rule. Number one, when you multiply two numbers with the same sign, what is the answer? So again, when you multiply two numbers with the same sign, the answer is positive. Number two, when you multiply two numbers with different sign, the answer is negative. So the blank here is with blank. The answer is different sign. Number three, when you multiply any zero, the answer is what? There's students. What is the answer? So the answer is, okay, very good. Number four, an even number of negative factors will produce a product that is. What's the answer? Okay, thank you. Five, an odd number of negative factors will produce a product that is. Okay, thank you. Good job. So we have here set A and set B, examples of set A and set B to compare. Okay, so 3 times 6, since positive pareho, the answer is 18. So 24 times 13, positive pareho, the answer is 312. So we have now negative 5 times negative 4. What is the answer? Since pareho silang negative, what is the answer based on your rule? That when you multiply two numbers with different sign, the answer is negative. Or when you multiply two numbers with the same sign, what is the answer? Since same sign ito, so negative 5 and negative 4, the answer is positive 20. So here, negative 56 times negative 12, since like sign sila, so the answer is 672. While here in set B, 3 times negative 6, since unlike signs, sabi dito, when you multiply two numbers with different sign, the answer is negative. So, since unlike sign sila, 3 times negative 6 is negative 18. Negative 24 times positive 13 is negative 312. So 5 times negative 4, the answer is negative 20. 56 times negative 12 is negative 672. Okay. So letter F is developing mastery. We have drill using flashcards. So we have here flashcards. So one flashcard is positive 5 times negative 2. What is the answer? Okay, good job. So another one, negative 6 times negative 3. Okay, good job. And the other one, positive 20 times positive 4. Okay, good job. And negative 10 times positive 6. Okay, thank you, there's students. So letter G, we are finding practical applications. So you are going to give two mathematical words from the lessons that we commonly use. How can you relate these words in a real life situation? So I have here examples of mathematical words. For me, I choose multiply. So in real life situation, having another member in the family gives joy, happiness, and love in the family. Multiply, go on multiply. So magparami. Next, number two, equal. So sabi nga, all are fair in love. So that is equal. Mayaman, mahirap. So pag kailangan equal ang treatment, all are fair. In love, in joy, in happiness. Okay, thank you. So we have here letter H, making generalization and abstractions about the lesson. Express the multiplication rules where positive stands for positive number and negative stands for negative number in the following cases. A, positive times positive is equals to positive. Letter B, negative times negative is also positive since like sign sila. Letter C, negative times positive is negative, and letter D, positive times negative number is a negative number since unlike sign sila. So I am going to ask the student to recite the rules in multiplying integers. So evaluating learning, we have 5 numbers that students are going to answer. Number 1, they're going to multiply negative 15 times negative 23. Number 2, negative 47 times positive 14. Number 3, positive 78 times negative 46. And number 4, 23 times negative 17 times negative 6. And number 5, negative 4 times 4 positive times 9. Okay. So here's the solution coming from my students. Number 1, negative 15 times negative 23 according to them is 345. Number 2, negative 47 times positive 14. Sabi nila, ang sagot ay negative 658. Will be checked later. Number 3, 78 times negative 46. The answer is negative 3588. And number 4, 23 times negative 17 times negative 6. The answer is positive 2,346. And number 5, negative 4 times 4 times 9, negative 144. So letter J, additional activities for application or remediation. So the problem, a messenger came and delivered 12 bills for 86 each. Are you richer or poorer? By how much? Then the remarks, the end of our lesson. So our math games. Are you familiar with the fact na fact or bluff na bluff? You are going to identify if the situation illustrates permutation. Let's the game begin. So first game, let's play cards. Number 1, negative 2 times 3. What is your answer? Very good. Next, negative 3 times negative 5 is? Thank you. 6 times 5 is? Good job. 7 times negative 2? Very good. Okay, what is your answer? Is it fact na fact or bluff na bluff? Game number 2, let's get crazy. So when you multiply negative 3 times negative 4 is equals to negative 4, negative 4, negative 4. I just lost negative 12 in addition. But in multiplication, the rule is negative number times negative number, the answer is positive. In other words, when you multiply two negative number, the answer is a positive number. So, negative 3 times negative 4 is equals to positive 12. That is the rule always. Is your answer bluff na bluff? Okay, what is your answer? Fact na fact? Okay. Thank you, dear students. Have a nice day.